Hello, YouTube. Good evening. There's someone else. Oh, there's people arriving. Hello, Alexandre. Good evening. And Ayla. Good evening, guys. Can you hear me?
Good evening.
Hello. So, guys, I'm gonna begin with the reminders I always bring to you that this is not a class. We're here to talk with each other, to have fun, to improve our confidence speaking in English. So don't worry to make any mistakes. And we're not here to correct nobody, okay? I just sent you the questions again. Today we're introducing ourselves in the breakout rooms, so we have more time. And does anybody want to say something before I split the rooms? No? Okay. Hello, Alexandre. We're here in 11, I guess, 10. Let me see. Rogério, you're staying here with us. Guys, I'm just splitting here. Okay, that's it. I'm sending you the invite, guys, and see you in the end of the immersion, okay? Bye-bye. Let me see who stays here. Alexandre, Rogério, and Fernando. We're staying here in the main room. So let's begin. Good evening again, guys. I'm introducing myself now. My name is Victoria. As you all know me, I've been a host here on TNT since 2022. I currently live in Florianopolis, but I'm from Goiás. And I have my own business. I work with a broker insurance company, but I also work with technology in another company. So for now, that's it. Fernando, what about you?
Hello, guys. Good evening. I live in Brasilia. I was born and raised here. I am 34 years old. I really like art in general, especially movies and music. I am a big fan of music and animals. I like animals, especially pets. I could have been a vet. It was one of the possibilities when I was a teenager. But I ended up graduating in languages, English and Portuguese. And I work in other areas. So, so my life is basically a mix of areas that I am interested in. And that's it.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you, Fernando. Hello, Mel. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
I'm great. And you? How have you been this week?
Good too. It was a
Very nice.
great week, and that's it.
Okay. So, Mel, I already split the rooms and I'm reallocating you for room number 2 so we can equally distribute the talkers, okay?
Okay.
Or else it will be too full here and a little less people in the other room. So see you in the end of the immersion and have fun. Oh, I'm gonna send the questions again for you. Okay, now you got it. And I'm putting you in the other room. Bye-bye, Mel. Just sent you the invite. Rogério, could you go on, please?
Yes, good evening, guys. I'm Rogério. I am 49 years old. I was born in São Paulo, but I lived since 2022 in Rio de Janeiro. I'm an accountant. I um, I am married. I have 4 adults. I have a pet. In my free time, I like to play my pet. I like to play guitar. Which more? Today I am in hotel in Macaé City. I am the company that I work is in Macaé City, and that's it.
Very nice. Nice to meet you, Rogério. Thanks a lot.
That's it. Okay.
Alexandre, what about you?
My name is Alexandre. I'm from Victoria. I'm 70, in marriage, have 3 kids. I'm recovering for a back surgery that I had on Tuesday, last Tuesday. But I'm better. I'm good. I feel nothing. Everything is good. That's it. I would like to ask Rogério, do you work in Petrobras?
No, I work in Ventura. This
Okay,
company
I know
work
because my son works in Petrobras in Macaé. I was thinking you both were could be
yes.
friends.
We work at Petrobras.
Yeah, he worked. My son.
Okay.
That's it. Victoria,
Yes, Victoria.
how's the weather like in Floripa?
Right now it's raining, but just a bit. Nothing is changed here in Florianópolis and Santa Catarina, but we're very close to the ones affected in Rio Grande do Sul.
Yeah.
And we're having a big task force here to send water, to send donations, and there's a lot of volunteers here from Floripa who helping a lot and working a lot with them. It's not been easy this week because I guess for everybody, but it kind of been affecting me a lot because it's very, very sad what's going on. And I kind of feel unpowerful, I guess, all of us. But it's very awful
I think
situation.
Brazil, all people in Brazil are in this kind of feeling and looking to Rio Grande do Sul. I guess everyone should do a little to help them. Because if everyone makes some donation, I think they can overcome this situation.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long way to build everything up, but that's the thing. We have a former colleague here from TNT. She used to be a lot in these immersions. Leticia, I guess you may know her. She's from Porto Alegre as well. But I've talked to her and she's doing fine because her area wasn't affected. But it's very sad to think that people we know and a lot of family and also people we don't know, they're back in that situation because even the ones who their houses wasn't affected directly, the whole city stopped and they're like surrounded by water, and in the supermarkets there are a lot of things there's missing, and that's it. So today's topic I brought thinking about the situation where we're talking about who can you count on when you need help, and do people usually can count on you? Let's begin with question number 2, Fernando. Who do you usually turn to when you need help, any kind of help? Who is the first thing that comes into your mind when you think, oh my God, I need help?
Some people, actually. because I think depends on the situation. For example, if I am in the middle of the street, my car has broke and late night, things like that, I will call my friend. He is he's father of my granddaughter, and I know that I can count on him on this month. This is right? No, goddaughter. Yeah,
Okay.
not granddaughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know that I can count on him on those physical situations, and he knows that vice versa. But if I want to talk to someone, maybe he's not the right person. I will talk to other friend of mine who lives close. Maybe I will call my mother who always listen to me. Maybe I will tell you because I talk to you every day, and I feel listened to you from you. Yeah. And yeah, that's it. So depends on the situation, but I feel glad that I have some people that I know that I can count on.
That's very nice, and it's very interesting to bring this up because there are some people that we can count on something more practical, like your friend, but maybe this person is not that she won't help you if you want to talk, but there are different types of affection, and different people can help you and have relationships in different ways. And it doesn't matter if it's better or worse person, but just different ways of showing support to the ones we love. What about you, Rogério? Who's the first person who comes in your mind?
I totally agree with Fernando. I think it depends on the situation. I think I usually count on my friends. You know, I think my wife for private situation, for example, money. But friends, I think working in my company, some colleagues for uh, solve some problems about his task jobs. But I think the the situation. I think friends. I think it's a good idea.
Very nice, very nice. Alexandre, what about you? Who is that person?
I'd say I hardly ask for help. I try to do everything myself, and even as a recovered person from a back surgery. Today, I had to go to the drugstore to buy some medicine. My son was here, but he's trying to, how to say, ancorar uma plataforma de petróleo internacional. Não dava para pedir para ele estava quase me mordendo, tipo marimbondo. Não chega perto de mim.
I don't know how to speak that in English, but I get it.
Exatamente. But I hardly ask for help. I try to do everything myself. But antes do hospital, my daughter took me to her, and at night my wife went and stayed with me and take me to house yesterday, and ask me for not to do nothing. Like I need to do the thing. I can't see a situation asking for someone to do, and I need to go. I go in that and do like that, like go to the pharmacy. And that is it. I think I'm a very helpful but I don't like to ask people for help. I very reserved about that.
But why don't you like asking for help? Is that because you think you're disturbing someone with your needs, or do you think you can do the things that you need by yourself, or you think the way you do stuff it's better than if you ask others? What is it?
I guess since I was a kid, I was taught to solve my problem. I had to solve all my problem by myself because my father was living a farm, an alphabet couldn't give me more than the life. The life is enough for me. And when I went to the city, I need to work to survive, and I could ask someone for help. And when I got married, when I got married, uh, I was all the time helping my wife because she was sick by depression and have two kids, and all the time I learned how to help people, and I learned how to not asking for help. Right? I feel I feel great when I can solve my problem myself.
So that's something that doesn't bother you, not asking for help,
No,
but
I'm
you
not feel
like to
bothered.
be a helper for other people.
Yes, I'm a helper, but I feel discomfortable to ask, can you take me a glass of water? No, no. Can you make the coffee? No, I go there and I do.
And people usually turn to you to ask for help for anything, like from a glass of water, to a
No,
piece of advice or money,
I
anything.
don't ask for a glass of water, not like.
But
I don't like
people
for
ask for
nothing.
your stuff,
Yeah,
yeah?
do you need some help? No, I don't need. But
Okay.
if I need the help, certainly I will ask someone to. Like, I need to do, how do I say, curativo in my back. I can't do it myself. So my wife later will, as after I get a shower, she will make the curativo. Não sei, how do I say curativo?
I guess
That's it.
it's like a band-aid. You can
É,
do it, but
it's probably a band-aid.
yeah, let me search. Curativo. My internet's Band-Aid. That's it. It's Band-Aid. So, Rogério, what about you? Do people usually turn to you for asking for help for anything?
My son, my daughter ask for money.
Always.
Yes. Uh, Actually, I think my son, my daughter, talk about my wife. My family lives in São Paulo, so just I live in Rio de Janeiro alone. This was my wife. And I think my son and daughter, just it.
And when your daughter asks you for not only money, but for other things in life, like her dad, I guess
Oh,
she asked you for something else.
yes,
Do
some
you feel good about helping her, and do you feel good about her calling you and asking for something like, I can count on my dad, I can ask him stuff that he will help me? Do you feel good
yes,
about it?
yes, I feel good. So, the last helpage that I did for her was with the matter of the school. Just help me to solve this problem or understand better this question. Just it.
Very nice. Very nice. Fernando, what about you? Do people usually turn to you, and who are those people?
Yeah, usually they do. And in many areas, like the work area, mainly. Um, but this comes from a problem that I used to have, that I was always saying yes to things. But in the work environment, friends as well, and I think I am a good listener. I can listen what people are saying, and many times I don't do anything. Basically, I just listen to them, and I don't know, make some question to make them reflect about something, and somehow this helps. So I think that helps. But yeah, m- many people. But you are
So
in depth about the two first questions that you didn't answer.
I will answer both of them together. But just to wrap it up here, we were talking about Rogério's kids. Does your son usually come to you to ask for help with anything? And how do you feel about it?
Yeah, every day, basically. And I feel glad because I know that he knows that he can count on me for everything. So I know that I am the first person that comes to his mind when he needs some help, some advice, or whatever it is. And I feel glad about it.
That's very, very nice. And just like a topic we brought in some immersions ago, the difference between our generation in contact with our parents and this generation with our sons and daughters is very different. The type of conversation we can have and type of support that we can ask, because just like Alexandre brought his own example, in his childhood, his relationship with his father was very different. For example, with you and your son, and Rogério with his kids. So it changes a lot from generation and also individually, like person to person, because we can't erase the individuals. So just paying my debts. Number 2 and number 3. When I need something, I usually turn to my sisters. They're the first persons that I always think of when I need some kinds of help, any kind. And I know that if anything like anything ever in my life happens, I know they're the first persons that I can count on, and they will do anything to help me. So that's very nice. But they live in other state now. They're so far away. So for practical stuff, and also I live with my girlfriend, so she's the first person I usually can't count on for everything, and especially bringing me a lot of glasses of water because I ask it all day. Number 3, people usually turn to me a lot asking for advice, especially my friends and my family. Also, I know that I can count a lot with my sisters, but I know that they also feel that way because we have a very strong bond. So I think it's very beautiful because we talk with each other all day long, even though we in a big trip or something like that. And it's something that it's nice to know that I will always have above anything. So family bonds are very special. Um, let's see, number 4. Alexandre, how do you feel when a part of... No, Alexandre, I want to ask you number
skip
5
me.
first.
I need to the 3. The people usually turn to you to ask for help.
Sorry.
Yes, yes. As I said, I'm a helper. I don't like to ask for help, but people ask me a lot of help, principally my kids, and if people around me in general ask for advice, a lot of advice about investing money in soccer, opening account in a bank, because they think I am like let's say dicionário bancário. But I feel great helping people. I'm here to, I think I'm here to serve, right? We are not here to be served. I think when you come to this word, you come here to serve someone, and then you receive it back to you, right? It's like a movement, relationship in movement, one help another. So I think I do it for pleasure, and all the time they ask me, can you give me some advice about that, about this? And my money, they don't ask me for money. Oh, great. Yeah, that's it.
That's very nice. I want to skip first for question number 5 with you, Alexandre, because you don't typically ask anyone's help. So,
All right.
how do you feel when a part of your life depends on someone else's decisions or actions? Like you said, you just had a back surgery. And for you to do the band-aid and other stuff in life as well, you need specifically someone to help you. How do you feel about that?
Sad. So I'm getting old, right? I'm 70. So I know that if I continue getting older, the 80, 85, 90, I think I need help. But I will hire a nurse to take in, a beautiful nurse to take in. I don't want my kids, my wife to help me because they don't have patience.
Really?
Yes, they don't have patience with me. And I don't have patience to ask them for help. I think I'm bothered him. And I know they will feel bothered when, oh, can you help me in this situation? I'm very worried about that. I have been thinking about this situation, getting old and need help, right? I prefer die when I'm good, go to everywhere, and then I sleep and don't wake up anymore. It's better than need help for family, right? That's it's my opinion, my kind of personal sense of life, right? I think my father, when he was sick to die, he stopped eating. He was as sick, so sick that we couldn't give food. Only a glass of water to for him to to drink. And they say he said, "I want to die. Leave me alone. Take me to the hospital. I don't die there because I will not eat anymore. I feel so painful." And then he was like this kind of feel I feel. I feel like he need help in at the end of the life would be very sad.
Yeah, it's very difficult, I guess, for all of us that we have, in our case here, specifically specifically, for example, we have any type of disability and we can do anything by ourselves, but sometimes we ask for help because we want to, because it's too hard to do stuff by ourselves, but we can. And just like the babies and the kids in the beginning of the life, our end of the line in life, it's very similar, because the first thing, we don't know how to do anything when we are babies and kids, and in the end of the line, we lived so much, we've done so much things that our body doesn't have the strength anymore to do all the things by yourself. And it must be very difficult to lose the sense that you have control of the small stuff, like feeding yourself, for example.
Mhm.
And it's hard for us to leave a situation like that in our family, because it bothers the person, and the person feel bothered to need us for anything. So it's important for us to respect and have patience, but it's not easy for
I agree
anyone.
totally.
That's it. And you, Rogério, number 5, how do you feel?
I feel good. I think we need to be ready for help someone. But as I said, I live alone, so I don't have a cousin, uncle near for me. So living near for me. So for me, it's okay. I don't have problem if we help someone or ask help for someone. But I'm not. I don't have people that depends on me many times. You know.
But how do you feel if some part of your life, a big decision of your life, it's depending on someone else's? If something that's going to change your life, it can be small or big, but depending on someone else's, how would you feel to have
I feel
someone else
good.
in control?
I feel good. I don't have a problem. For example, my wife, 3 years ago, she needs to have a decision, to take a decision. So I help to her to take the decision. She needs to study therapy. So she has a big doubt, and I ask, I help her to have this decision, and she's almost conclude her degree. So I think, yeah, I feel good. Is
Very
everything
nice, very
okay?
nice. Okay. Fernando, and you?
I
How does
feel
it feel
very
to not have the control?
bad, sad, as Alexandre said. I don't feel good about it, because I don't have a problem in ask for help when it comes to thoughts, ideas, talking, but when it comes to more practical things, I am more or less like Alexandre. I don't like to ask for help, and I feel powerless in situations that I depend on other people. For example, last year I had a problem that I could walk basically for almost a month, and it was terrible, 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 because I was in need of help. Uh, I couldn't do basically anything alone, you know, home things, and it was terrible. So, and even on other situations, like something of work, if I depend on someone else, do their job for me to do my own, it's terrible. I get anxious. I don't like in any sense than you can imagine.
I
Yeah,
know how you
and
feel.
another point I like to point out, like when you are a helper, yeah, you are supposed to help everyone. And in my case, I do it uh, as soon as you ask me to do, right? If you ask me for do something, I will do it faster. But uh, when I need some help, a little help, I'd like to receive it in the same way, but maybe people will
Yeah.
answer me 5 hours late. That's why I don't like to ask for help. Okay? They don't think like me. They think, I will help you, but not now. But they don't say not now. It's why I'll help you. And then 2 hours pass, nothing, right? That's the point.
That drives me crazy as well because I'm just like you. When somebody asks for help, it may not be urgent, but I tend to try to move in some way to begin now, even though I can't solve it now, but I begin now. And when I ask for someone help and I see that the person, okay, I will help you and stay, it drives me crazy because
Yeah.
I know that people have their own stuff to do, but just like you, if I do it now, the minimum I I expect is for you to take that
Yes.
something as important and as urgent for me as well. But maybe you don't have to begin now, but you can tell me like, okay, I will do it, but tomorrow night, for example. But I will know that it's tomorrow night. If you don't tell me it's tomorrow night, I will be waiting all day long on the other day, on the
Yes.
other day.
Yeah.
And that's the worst part, to keep
And then you feel sad.
expecting because you asked for the first time, so I don't want to ask it twice. I don't want to ask 3 times because it's boring for me and for the person. So that's
Yeah.
it.
And that's why
And
I end up doing it. I ask
yeah,
and then I regret asking and do by myself.
Yeah, it's
last
happened to me
year,
today. Or
um,
I since Monday, I don't do number 2. I guess because the medicine the doc passed it to me, it's closed my intestine. So I asked the secretary for help to talk to him to pass some medicine for me. It was like midday, but at 3 o'clock, 3 p.m., she answered me. Oh, sorry, doctor was in the surgery, so he just passed this medicine for you. 3 hours late. I was desperate about that, but now it's good.
I'm glad you feel better. So I was just saying last year, a day before Christmas, I twisted my ankle and I hurt a lot my foot. Like I couldn't walk a day before Christmas. And I was on a trip and it was very hard for me because even doing physiotherapy till these days to keep walking, to learn how to straighten my foot again, but it was very hard because for a lot of days I couldn't do anything, like anything by myself, and I live on the first floor, so I have to get the stairs, and it's very hard to depend on someone, even to uh, get up on your desk and get a glass of water anytime. Get up and I don't know, make myself breakfast. I like to make myself breakfast. And I couldn't do this simple stuff for so long. And it was horrifying for me because it was like taking my freedom to go to little steps alone. And it's very hard. But usually I'm a big helper and I feel good about helping people. But for me, I guess the main problem is that I tend to prioritize other people' needs and help them more than I should help me first, because just like in the airplane instructions, we have to put our masks, oxygen masks first in us, first in ourselves, and then help the others. And that's something that's very important for all of us to think, because we have to be good, we have to be healthy physically and mentally to then help the others.
Yeah.
That's the most difficult and important thing to do.
I have difficult with that too. When somebody asks me something that I know that I can help, a lot of times I let my things aside to do that thing.
Yeah.
Is a big thing.
Even though if the other person need isn't urgent, we try. At least for me, I guess for you as well. I tend, for example, to treat is as urgent and stop something that I'm doing to, okay, I need to do this now because a friend of mine needs help. So let me do them, stopping it right away. That's tough. So let me see. Okay, number 9, I was just talking about. Let's keep going with Rogério. Do you think put other people, I wrote it wrong, but do you usually put other people needs above your needs? Rogério.
Okay, do you think put other people's...
I wrote in a wrong way, I'm sorry. But when somebody asks you for help, for example, do you put this person need above yours, or do you think you usually help yourself first, then helping others?
I think it depends on the situation. Sometimes I don't like to bother someone. Bother someone all the time is very sad. I think it's very sad. Not. Let me see. I think it depends. If the situation was urgent or so necessary, I think I put these people above myself. I don't have a problem, but I think I will do my judges for the moment to see what's happened. If the problem was for health, the person is sick, or the people are sick, or whatever, I don't have problem. Just if I do this judge.
But it's nice. So you stop a moment to think and analyze the situation first
Yes.
before choosing anyone.
Yes. It's important to do this analysis.
Yeah, it's very, very important. Not everybody can do that. Especially
Yes.
me, I had a hard time making this analysis. Alexandre, what about you?
So I all the time prefer to help and let my things behind. I'm like I said, I'm a helper, so I need to help everyone, and then like later I'll do my. But if something I'm doing is important, I say, oh, I can do it now. What I say more? I forgot. But it's my situation. I prefer always. I say maybe my kids say, "What are you doing, Dad? Can you help me? Leave me in the doctor." Maybe I can't do, but I am 5 kilometers away from them. So I have an exit, a good exit. So, or you take a number, go to the doctor and back, and pass the account for me that I pay. I will pay you. It's a good way to help them. Because maybe they don't want to spend their money
Yeah,
going to the dog. They are Dad is not is not doing anything. He is retired. His name now is Jack. Jack. Jack não está fazendo nada. Gostou? Jack não está fazendo
But that's
nada.
a very nice way to help, because I say that because my father is usually that person. He also does that. If when I lived back in the same city, if I asked for him to take me a ride for anywhere, he usually stopped the things that he were doing to take me. But when he couldn't, he said me that call an Uber and I will transfer you the money, even though I
Yeah.
didn't need the money, for example. But it's nice to see that the person worries about you, not only says, okay, I can't, I won't help you. It's obviously, it's not always that we can spend the money, for example. But for me, it's more like an attitude, because I never ask the money, obviously. But for me, it's worth more the attitude of showing that even though you couldn't help, you're still worried about the needs that somebody just brought. So you're listening to the person, you're not just leaving it away.
Yeah.
Fernando, what about you? Do you put other people's needs above yours?
Yes, like I was saying, a lot of times when someone asks for help, I will stop everything that I'm doing and I will try to help. Even when the person, this is something that I have to change as well. Even when the person doesn't ask for help, but I know this person is doing something that I can help, I try to help somehow. Even if I'm working on something and I open other tab and I start start working on that other stuff. And sometimes not good because the person maybe doesn't want your help. But I do it anyway.
Yeah, that's one other thing that sometimes, for example, if a friend, we can be just talking and we want to complain about something and we just want to put it out, and we don't specifically ask for help. But on the other hand, me, for example, I can see that a friend, like Fernando just said, he saw that a friend needed help and he made the move to help, even though the person didn't ask. And that it's something that we have to do carefully, because sometimes people, they don't want your help, they're just talking. And sometimes they kind of have it figured out, but they just wanted to talk, to complain, to say what's going on. It's all about, I guess, making a good judgment and a good balance about our needs and other people's needs.
But this analysis, as Rogério was saying, is very difficult to do.
Yeah, it's the most difficult part to do the analysis. Guys, time is flying, and I'm just calling our colleagues back in the main room so we can have a final conversation together. Rogério, how did you enjoy the topic?
I love you speak English very well. I love the Alexander history about his father. It was wonderful. Fernando, nice to meet you. I enjoyed the moment.
Very, very nice. Hello, girls. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Ayla, how was the conversation with the girls in the other room?
It was so good conversation, so appreciated. We talked a lot about to be helpful and to receive some help, and it's good. And especially in this moment, I think it's a better our better side as a human. to help each other.
There are a lot of people needing us, everybody right now. That's it. So I wanna end with question number 10 here in the main room to make us, everybody think. Let's begin with Mel. Mel, I wanna know, how could you help the ones suffering the tragedy in Rio Grande do Sul?
I think all of us could help them by donating food, clothes, money, because it's how they will get to work, to try to live again to as it was. So yeah, that's everything we can do. And of course, go there, try to do something with to rescue people and animals that are there suffering now. So these are some actions that we can do to help them.
Yeah, that's it. Just like I was talking with the guys, this is unfortunately just the beginning of a very, very long road for everybody, because people, they lost everything, everything, literally everything. So I guess for all of us, the first thing we can do is donating our stuff to help people. Now it's not like the rebuild moment yet, because they're still being rescued. They still need their basic needs, like water, for example, like clothes and hygiene products a lot. There's a lot of babies, there are a lot of elderly. So I want to end this immersion by calling you guys and asking for all of your help that you can have, like donating water, donating your clothes, and tagging the stuff to make the volunteer work easier. And money, it's very important also. I know it's very, very hard, it's complicated, but the money that the government is receiving and they have, it takes too long to go to the people, because government, there are a lot of rules and bureaucracy. So the money that we donate to small people that they're helping in, like in the front line, they're going to the most important people now. They're going in a easier way, because like here in Floripa, there are a lot of people that they are buying a lot of thousands of liters of water, because people, they're like 5 days, they don't drink water. 5 days, it's a lot of days, guys. So we're passing by a tragedy, a big tragedy. It's been so difficult, and let's remember that it's not only now, it's not only last week, it's not only next week, it's for a long way right now. It's for a long period that we have to do the best that we can, because a lot of lives, they're in risk. And I guess, like, we are all here big helpers. It's a great moment to show help and support for all the people we don't know. That's very important. I hope you all had a good time in this conversation today, guys. This is not the best day for me, and this is not the best day for everybody, but I hope you had fun, because the conversation here in the mail room, it was very, very nice. And I hope to see you again next week. Next week, we're talking about getting some sleep. How are your sleeping habits? Do you sleep well? Don't you sleep well? Do you have a lot of dreams or nightmares? How is that? Next week, we're gonna keep a little more simple and light, if we can. Guys, have a great end of the day, end of the weekend, end of the week, and have some rest, guys. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Bye.